Wow. Okay. What's up, fellas? Welcome back. Sorry for the late video. I had work last night and I was trying to catch as much of the game as I could. And I didn't want to review it without knowing what happened. And I was able to catch up on everything, watch all the whatever the fuck. The Saints lost to the Jaguars 31 to 24. Prime time Thursday night football. It was a bit of a doozy. I'm not gonna lie. It was unfortunate. I just it's one of those things where you're like, well, what the fuck is this team gonna win if it doesn't win a game like this? You know what I'm saying? I do credit the Jaguars; they are a very good team. They're 5-2 on the season so far. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, they have a good group of people like that. That is a good football team. Um, I am happy with how the Saints battled back, but when you're getting ass clapped for the entirety of the game, and that's just how it is, then there's not really anything for me to really be happy about. And that goes for all of you guys too. Like, yeah, we started battling back towards the end, but what does that matter if you don't win the game? There's just this. This was just the most Saints loss ever. And I was watching this and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Why do we always lose in a way like this? So the first thing I want to talk about is Chris Olave. I don't know who the fuck shit in his cornflakes. I don't know if he's trying to play for a trade. I don't know if he's being a diva. He's sassy as fuck. I don't understand what the issue is, but bro, just it looks like he does not want to be here at all by any stretch of the imagination. Michael Thomas is literally decaying. He is a fossil, fossil fuels perhaps, and he is the one putting in the most work in our receiving core, other than of course Alvin Kamara. So I don't know what Chris Olave is bitching for, wah 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 wah. But he is fucking he's checked out. It does not look like he's there. He's quitting on routes. He's running routes like he just doesn't give a fuck. And we've all seen how good Chris Olave can be. And it's not there anymore. The fire kind of burnt out. Unfortunate. Don't know what's going on with that, but it looks like another Brandon Cook situation at this point. So hopefully he pulls his thumb out of his ass and realizes, maybe if I actually try, we'll have a better chance of winning the game. But this game was dramatic. The Saints scored 15 points at the fourth quarter, brought it in 24-24, and then Tyrann Mathieu missed the most disgusting tackle of all time for a 42-yard touchdown, and it was just a little too much for us to overcome. At this offense, now I will say I noticed something crazy yesterday, and everyone else did too. In the 2 minute drill and our two touchdown drives in the fourth quarter, Derek Carr was the one calling all of those plays. And what happened? The ball went in the end zone. We scored. Derek Carr was calling the plays. He managed those 2 minute drills. We scored. Pete Carmichael is ranked in efficiency the worst offensive coordinator in the NFL behind the like Matt Canada and other offensive coordinators like that. He is ranked dead last in efficiency through week 6. And he's going to have a job next week. We have a miniature bye week to get our shit together, but bro, it's fucking ridiculous. That last series was the most New Orleans Saints shit I've ever seen. We saw it against the Texans where he went 4 verts 3 times, and then we saw it against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Start off, fade to Chris Olave in the end zone. Why? We've tried that so many times. It does not work. Why are we doing that? I don't understand. Another fade to Michael Thomas. Why? The fade to Michael Thomas was on 4th and goal. Why? And then you throw a pass to Foster Moreau that bounces off of his stupid fucking dumbass hands. He's sitting there way, way on the sideline after dropping the easiest touchdown pass that I would have caught, you would have caught, Pete Carmichael would have caught, Dennis Allen would have caught, the whistle guy in the stands would have caught, Master Chief in the stands would have caught. Everybody would have caught that shit. Straight off the mittens, bro, to tie the game up. Now, would the Saints have won the game if we did tie it up? That's a whole different story. But it's just like, I hate all this shoulda, woulda, coulda bullshit that's going on. It happened with the Texans too, dude. The just really bad last series of play calls that kind of just shut the entire game down. You do all that, just you have the worst series of play calls the world has ever seen. Why are you passing it 4 times? Why? You're at the fucking 10-yard line. Alvin Kamara was absolutely going ballistic all game. Why are you passing it 4 times? Taysom Hill exists. At least 2 of those 4 plays should have been runs, and the 2 fade throws should have never happened. It should have never happened. Throw, I don't know, a slant to Michael Thomas, a little out route action to Chris Olave, literally anything than what I just saw. Ridiculous. Derek Carr had a okay game. It looked like he was battling a groin injury towards the end. He threw the ball an unbelievable amount of times. He was 33 for 55 with 301 yards, a touchdown, and interception. It's just, dude, like, and that interception was a pick six, by the way. So really, if the offense just didn't fucking reek, like, we really could be winning a lot of these games. We are 1-4 in our last 5 games after starting out 2-0. Why? Why? Alvin Kamara had a great game, 17 attempts for 62 yards. He also had 14 targets, 12 receptions for 91 receiving yards. Chris Olave had 15 targets with only 7 receptions for 57 yards. Taysom Hill had 4 receptions for 50 yards. Michael Thomas had 3 receptions for 42 yards. The offense just lacks creativity. It lacks spunk. It lacks pretty much everything. It's just the same stale bullshit we see every single week. So this loss is on Pete Carmichael, Foster Moreau, Tyrann Mathieu, Derek Carr. Like, you could hand the blame to anybody. Blake Groupie missed yet another kick. And it's just like, we leave so much shit out there that it's ridiculous. Up until the touchdown drives we had tonight, we were like 0-15 in the last 15 red zone trips for touchdowns. And then you look at some other people's career sheets on the team. Jameis Winston has 86 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in the red zone throughout his career. You know, I was Jameis's number 1 hater for a while, but at this point, dude, I'm willing to try anything. You threw all this money at Carr, and I'm not saying that Carr is inherently the problem, but some changes need to be made, and I think that starts with giving Ronald Curry the reins of offensive play calling and taking that shit away from Pete Carmichael as fast as you can take anything away from anyone. Like, you know, when you see a baby, like, eating some shit that a baby shouldn't eat, that needs to be us with Pete Carmichael and the play calling duties. Snatch that shit out of his stupid fucking gummy mouth and give it to somebody else, because this shit is ridiculous. I can't take this anymore. It's difficult to just sit here and be like, yeah, this is all normal and should totally be happening, because it shouldn't, especially when you have as much firepower as this team has. It's just a fucking waste at this point. But the Saints are 3-4. We play, who do we play next? The Colts. We'll see how that goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you boys in the next one. Fuck the Saints. Adios.